This is Joe. Joe is a 31-year-old networking engineer who works remotely in his van, specifically his
2019 Winnebago Revel 4x4 Mercedes Sprinter 2500 chassis.
This was Van Talk's first shoot with a Revel, and it blew our minds away by all the amazing bells and whistles. But for Joe, he chose the Revel for different reasons.
I got a van because I got tired of driving to the beach every day, to and from, having to decide up front what I was going to bring with me to the beach, and then once I arrived at the beach, realizing I wanted or should have brought something else. For example, I would go with the surfboard and then the light would be beautiful and I would wish I had my camera.
We spent the day with Joe in Ventura and got the chance to get the full tour of his Revel. We'll let him take it from here on all the features of his van.
All right, yeah, so I've got this table on the side here that will fold down. There's a table leg in the back here that screws on, and there's different height adjustments to make it level. I've got this Dometic sink up here that folds out. Got an induction burner up here for cooking things. I've kind of used this space just to hold a bunch of different teas. Here is my pantry with all the different snacks and random stuff that I've got. And on this side, this will fold out and I'll get some extra space to work with cutting up veggies or whatever it is I'm preparing. This will also double as kind of like a single bed. If I've got somebody that needs some extra space to sleep, I'll just pull this cushion off, lay it across here, and then there's enough for one person to lay. Over here is my little bench area, and then along the wall here, there's this table that will fold out so I can work. I'll pull out my laptop and just kind of do some photo editing or whatever it is that I'm doing over here. So this table will fold out to give you some extra depth. Then both front seats swivel. I'm using this as storage for a lot of my camera stuff. So my water housings, the pistol trigger, I've got the camera bodies. This is also like my toothbrush and all the hygiene type things. Then behind these doors, this door actually folds because it's kind of tight here. Behind here is a shower or wet storage with a little fan and vent. So I'll shower in here if it's too cold to shower outside. I've also got hookups out back for hot and cold water shower. How tall the lip of the shower is here. You can see like when I was showering, water would drip out and get all over the floor here. So I went out to Home Depot and bought this piece of rubber and cut it to fit, and then put some adhesive magnetic tape on the back of it and on the back of the shower tub here so that this holds in place. And this basically just extends the lip a little bit and gives me some room to work with when I'm showering, and now no water seeps out. This is my bed. So the bed raises all the way up to the ceiling and it's on an electric motor to make some room for extra storage underneath. Under the bed, I've got these two camping kitchen setups. I use these for my clothing storage as like a dresser. I've also got enough toys back here for all kinds of water sports. I've got a skateboard, inflatable sup, a bodyboard, my beater 411 surfboard, and then on the side I've got a rigid sup for when I want to go out on that.
He definitely didn't get his van because it looks pretty on Instagram. And actually, he rarely posts photos of his camper van. To him, van life has a different meaning.
You know, van life gives me the ability to live a spontaneous life and not have to worry about planning every day. I think a lot of people also will talk about how van life is not how it's presented online. And I agree with that to some degree. But in my experience, I've been able to live the van life without the negatives that people seem to imply are not shared on social media. All right, are we?
Bro, this is